Rain in Miami over the 4th of July weekend has passengers racing to get out of the city. I'll tell you where they're headed to catch some sunshine. Transmission lines between electric substations like this one, GRU's Parker Road substation, which is already connected to this one, Duke Energy's Archer substation, which is currently under construction to roughly triple its transmission capacity. It's through events like these that kids and community members alike are able to learn more about these cool, funky creatures. La decisión de la administración de Joe Biden de prolongar las protecciones de deportaciones para los venezolanos ha sido revocada. Just behind me, you can see officials here at the Supervisor of Elections office counting in the first batch of ballots that have arrived. I just stepped out of Ryan Root's hearing for his motion to dismiss his lawyers. The man accused of attempting to assassinate Donald Trump in 2024 says he wants to represent himself in court. For some of the volunteers, the bulk of the set of time is spent shoveling and laying down these pine shavings. With them, volunteers and exhibitors alike make bedding for the many cattle, pigs, and other animals shown at the fair. A deadly rip current claimed another life, that of Malcolm Jamal Warner, most known for his time on The Cosby Show, a reminder of just how deadly these waters can be.
Driving makes Crystal Stone nervous.
I've always had really bad anxiety in the car.
But she has to see her son. Stone always takes her daughter River on the drive.
We write him letters sometimes.
Past traffic lights, eyes glued to the road, she turns onto County Road 196.
This intersection needs a light.
To pay her son a visit.
Bradley!
Here, Stone and River stand where Bradley Ellertson died.
I couldn't believe it.
On January 26, 2024, Bradley was in the passenger seat of a car that crashed into a semi-truck.
My husband drove us to the scene, and that's where we were told that he had passed away.
According to the first crash report, Bradley's driver stopped at a stop sign but failed to yield to oncoming traffic when she attempted to cross onto Highway 29.
So I met with her, and we talked, and she told me that she approached the stop sign, and she stopped, and she made a right-hand turn, and then that's when she was hit.
This video recorded by Stone shows what driving to this intersection looks like.
And they drove through it.
With every note Stone jotted down, she insisted Florida Highway Patrol investigate again.
They pulled the EDR and the black box from the semi-truck, and they also looked at the fronts of the car and the side of the semi-truck and could easily determine that she had in fact run the stop sign.
Stone asked FHP to drug test Bradley's driver. They declined.
They were saying they didn't have probable cause to do this because, all of these steps in the initial part of the investigation were kind of missed.
FHP Lieutenant Channing Taylor says testing drivers isn't simple.
I can't just walk up to somebody and say, I want to sample your blood at a crash scene. It might make life a little easier for us, but it just can't be done, and it shouldn't be done.
The other passenger with Bradley says she didn't see the driver smoke weed, a vape pen, or consume alcoholic beverages before the crash. Still, Stone says FHP's investigation missed the point.
FHP never got to the why. Why was she distracted?
That's why she started a petition for Bradley's Law. 11,000 people have signed on calling for standardized drug testing in vehicle homicides.
We want to see them very aggressively handling these investigations, looking for their probable cause, not, hey, no probable cause here, write a citation. No, look for your probable cause. There's going to be a reason someone was distracted.
As she fine-tunes her petition, Stone keeps a part of Bradley with her.
I just wear this. It's his fingerprint. I wear it close to my heart. Just thinking about the what ifs.
What ifs like birthdays, high school graduation, and more time with friends.
People loved him. People still love him.
Love shown by the sunglasses, hat, and toy gun decorating his memorial. Ultimately, Stone wants her son to know.
I stood up for him. And then I tried to at least make changes. His life was just not lost. It was important.
A message she honors every day. In Pensacola, Bernardo Montas, WUFT News.
About 150 feet away from me is one of those new polling locations you mentioned. Unfortunately, I couldn't get much closer than this due to Florida statutes, but I did have the opportunity to speak with voters about how having more options for where to vote, among other things, is a welcome change.
Voter Gabby Marugo's first presidential election was nerve-wracking.
The first time I was very nervous because I really didn't know how was it. I remember voting once in Colombia and it's completely different. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?
And voter Amber Neighbor's first presidential election wasn't any easier.
My first time voting in Alachua was a little more hectic. I do remember that it took a really long time, and I actually thought that it was going to take a really long time today.
But this time,
I'm very pleasantly surprised at how easy it was.
still, how to vote isn't always clear for first-timers like Marugo once was.
They just give you a paper, you have to read, you have to just know what you're doing.
Which is why Director of Communications for Alachua County Supervisor of Elections Aaron Klein says the county strives to help newer voters understand the process.
We're present at a lot of places where we think people who maybe just moved to the county or new to even the country might be. So we're there giving guidance, doing voter registration.
He says this year voting is faster since ballots are no longer prepackaged, but printed for the voter's ballot style on Election Day.
Early voting ends in 2 days on Sunday. If you're unsure about where you can vote, you can find a full list of polling locations on our website at wuft.org. Live from Santa Fe College, I'm Bernardo Montas, WUFT News.
Sparkle.
When Ayana Dozier isn't spending time with her cat Sparkle, she's either typing away at her homework or making care packages for the Greater Love Movement.
Greater Love Movement is more so a nonprofit to help children with their basic needs like ponchos, socks, wipes, flashlights, whatever it could be helpful and useful in these times.
Basic needs she's been putting in care packages since September.
My inspiration for starting Greater Love Movement was basically me noticing in the Gainesville community how many more and more families are, getting unhoused.
According to Florida's 2025 Council on Homelessness report, the number of North Central Florida families that were unhoused was as high as 163 in 2020 and currently sits at 95. Something Dozier can attest to.
And I experienced homelessness twice in the city of Gainesville, so I moved from every corner in Gainesville.
Her and her family lived however they could.
We were basically living out of a storage unit in our car and having to, brush our teeth there and find places to take a shower. We went weeks without showers. We went days without food. It wasn't, easy all the time.
Now she wants to help families living through the same.
I'm trying to start a fundraising to help me pay for more of these boxes to give out to the families and communities.
According to her GoFundMe, every donation will go directly toward purchasing these supplies. When Dozier's friend Jacoby Singletary isn't making them burgers for lunch, he helps her put her packages together.
I wanted to dive in head first and get started up on some of the few ideas that she had while she supported me with some of the things that I wanted to do for the world.
Once they decide what materials to put in which boxes, Dozier grabs a pair of scissors, some wrapping paper, and a roll of ribbon, then rolls up her sleeves and gets to work, hoping people will learn.
God won't give you too much that you can't handle.
Or, as Singletary puts it,
Just trying to do better and make life better for others any way that I can.
Although Dozier's project is just getting started, she says the least she hopes to do is
make people smile, make them happy through their dark times as well.
Because she once went through dark times too. In Gainesville, Bernardo Montas, WUFT News.